What's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we'll be quickly going over some of the tier 4 named worker thralls. This guide is a compilation of areas that I have personally found these types of thralls in. If you know any other locations, do feel free to give suggestions in the comment section below. Now with the intro out of the way, let's begin. We can find our first thrall easily located at the summoning place, just in the H5 region. He is a T4 Tefari Witch Doctor and is often found in this location. This thrall falls under the Alchemist workline and can open up additional options for crafting if placed inside the Alchemist workbench. These options range from crafting oils, spices and tar. The Witch Doctor can craft an array of orbs also, including the Demon Fire Explosive Orb. The Witch Doctor is both easily accessible and useful for all your alchemical needs. Our next thrall on the list is located just south of Conan's Tavern in Sepamaru, just within the B7 region of the map. This is a named tier 4 thrall, the Lone Fisherman, and can be frequently found in this location. This thrall falls under the cook line, and can open additional options for crafting if placed into the stove cooking station. The new option should appear and should provide you with 10 more additional recipes. Some to note are the honey glazed roast, iced tea, mystery meat soup, and spice dried fish combo, which can only be accessible through this particular thrall. The Lone Fisherman is both easy to obtain and quickly accessible from Sepamaru, and would make a fine addition to your collection. The next thralls on this list is located just east of the Northern Aqueduct in Freya's Hovel, within the G9 region. The named thralls that spawn in this area are Berry, Markel the Edgesmith, and Joanne of Nornheim. These thralls all have a chance to spawn in this location and make up the 3 types of tier 4 smith specializations: Edge, Blade, and Temper Smiths, which all provide a unique passive ability when crafting inside any of the blacksmith stations. Also, the Temper Smiths also give access to Grandmaster repair kits, upon placing them inside a Tinkerer's bench. Moving on to our next thrall, located in Hunter's View just east of the unnamed city in G6. It's here we can find our tier 4 performer, Sada the Life. You may also find she shares a location with Iona the Seductress, another named performer thrall within this location. The next thrall on our list is a named tier 4 bearer, located in the southeast of Sepamaru. Dunofel Pup will often be seen walking back and forth in the streets if spawned in. You can easily spot him as he stands out with his backpack, and is another easy thrall to get your hands on this list. Moving on to our Armourer thralls on our list, located in the southwest region of Sepamaru in the B6 area. You'll find one of the 3 Armourer thralls walking around the streets. These thralls are Graham the Warm, Hannah of Bosinia, and Diana Steelsharp. These thralls all have a chance to spawn in this location and make up the 3 types of tier 4 Armourer specializations, these being Scout, Shield, as well as Temporite, which all provide a unique passive ability when crafting inside any of the Armourer benches. Also, the Temporite also gives access to the Grandmaster Armour repair kit upon placing them into the Tinkerer's bench. The next thrall locations can be found once again within the summoning place, located in the H5 region of the map. There, you have a likely chance of obtaining any of the 3 named Carpenter thralls. The thralls that can spawn are the following: Henek the Sharp, Haka Six Fingers, and Ang Clutterteeth, and all have their own professionalisms attached to them, these being Bowmaker, Fletcher, and Builder. Of course, any of them can grant you access to 2 minor crafting recipes, once placed in any of the Carpenter benches. Moving on to our next thralls on our list, located in the A7 and B6 areas of Sepamaru. There is a good chance of getting both Leo the Monster as well as Apra 1000 Cats. These 2 Taskmasters both have their own abilities which can either increase thrall taming time, as well as increase the durability of crafted items at their retrospective benches. And finally, they both provide a unique recipe to craft chain bindings. And finally, our last thrall on the list today is located in the H5 area of the map, just within the summoning place. Thacked High Stretcher is likely to spawn in as one of the named thralls in this area. Upon breaking him, you may use him in either tannery or tanner's workbenches, in order to use his extract silk and or weave added recipes. And that is all I have left for you guys. I know I haven't mentioned some other thralls yet, as this will be saved for a later video. I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and if you did, please consider hitting that like button. Let's try and hit a like goal of 100 likes for this video. If you enjoyed this type of content, consider subscribing, as it really goes a long way to supporting this new channel. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.